Good morning. It's been too long, 2 weeks as a matter of fact. Now, my focus the past week or so has been on timelines. And what triggered me was reading someone's post that spoke of the timeline for this reality, our current reality, and looking into it and seeing that there is no, like, the timeline doesn't exist any longer. It doesn't last. So I started meditating and questioning timelines and parallel lives, which apparently are the same thing. And what I'm being told is mind-boggling for starters. Basically, every time we have a decision in our life, we have a different timeline, a different parallel life. And so what the example I use, I sent out an email to my mailing list on Monday and basically used myself as an example. So say, for example, when I was 5, my mother left us and then had a custody battle and won custody of us. And so it was a very interesting time of life where a lot of programming, negative programming, happened for me. But that means there's a parallel life, another timeline where my mother didn't leave and stayed with my father so that I would experience that part. So what I'm being told is that our soul wants to experience everything. So with that, there's infinite possibilities of everything we're experiencing. Now, what I'm being told is the timeline that we're on right now is going to collapse. So what's going to happen is we'll be on a different timeline, but there'll be different things that they want us to be aware of. So if you're watching this video, you're awake to know about the spirituality part of all of this. And so what they want you to know is to look for subtle differences. So it could be a totally different house you live in. It could be, friends that are gone that all of a sudden are there. But we are supposed to jump to a different timeline where things will be different. So it'll give you kind of like a Mandela effect. Now, by Mandela, I mean, there are some people on this planet that believe Mandela died in prison. And then there's other people that believe he got out. For myself, I remember him getting out. But there's people that believe he died in prison. So there's different ways like that that's going to happen. Another interesting Mandela is peanut butter. This has been a discussion for a long time with myself and friends. Jiffy peanut butter. I have friends that remember Jiffy peanut butter. And it drives them absolutely batty when they go to the grocery store and it says Jif. It's just Jif, right? So, but they remember with everything that it's Jiffy peanut butter. So you're just supposed to be aware that there's going to be some weird stuff happening in our timeline as the one collapses and the other, we actually go into the other timeline. So I don't know how this is going to happen. They're not saying yet. But it's going to be an interesting journey for sure. So if you notice subtle differences like that, things that are different in your reality, then that is what's happened. We're in a different timeline. So now we have had this beautiful dragon before. golden Christed dragon brings you higher love so that you can embody the Christ light. Absorb the Christ light. You are protected. Expand your heart and remain fifth dimensional. So look at him. He's just gorgeous. And that's the thing. No matter what's happening in your now moment, it's really important to look at things, like watch them unfold, observe them unfolding, and know that everything's in divine order. And it's really hard for us to comprehend that. Golden Christ dragon. And there you are, fifth dimensional dragon. And so, yeah, a lot of the stuff that's going on in our reality right now is third dimensional, and we'll be shifting to a fifth dimensional. So in order to get to that timeline, that dimension, the other timeline has to collapse, or we simply leave that timeline. Like I said, I'm not entirely sure how it's going to happen, but they wanted me to tell you that you could notice some differences in your world. Don't let it drive you crazy. Just know that you're on a different timeline. Okay, so the golden Christed dragon. They're fifth dimensional dragons with huge golden energy fields. They can access the Christ light of unconditional love at a ninth dimensional frequency, which is the highest facet of love energy that is available to us at this time, and pour it into us at the maximum level we can absorb. They will come to us on our birthday or special occasions or celebrations and flood us with the cosmic gift of their special light. They will also come to us if we call them. Then they will surround our aura with their protective golden light, enabling us to remain fifth dimensional. Now, pay attention to what's going on in your body as I'm reading this, because I can feel the tingles and like the frequency as I'm reading this. You are blessed to receive this card, for the luminous golden Christed dragons will automatically flood you with the purest Christ light. They will remind you that your heart is incredibly powerful and will pour pure love into the center of it in order to open it further. Be ready to accept this love and then to spread it to others. These dragons also come to remind you that you have a special connection to the golden era of Atlantis. This may have been in incarnation or in spirit body. It is time to remember who you truly are. So ask the golden Christed dragons to help you to bring back your gifts and talents in your dream state. What the golden Christed dragons give to you, you can pass on to others. So radiate the golden energy of the Christ to those with whom you are in contact today. So let's take a couple of deep breaths. Put your hand on your heart. Slow down your breath. This tells your heart that you're safe, and it also helps to expand it. Now, the golden Christed dragon is already with us, already giving us the Christed energy, the light. So just continue to breathe. Now, while our bodies are being filled with this Christed light energy, the frequency of love, from the ninth dimension, breathe in, knowing that this is going to unlock your remembrance. Remember who you are. Remember why you're here. And just sit with that, breathing. Now either say it with me or just give permission for it to be so in your reality. I declare my space sovereign. I command all energies that do not serve my highest good to leave my space now. I ground myself deep into the planet, feeling the energy from Mother Earth connect with me. I cut all cords of attachment, bringing back the energy I've given away and left behind. Breathe that in as you're bringing in all of your energy. Feel your body tingle as you're receiving the golden Christ light from the golden Christ dragon. We ask that the golden Christ dragon assist us in our dream state to unlock the remembrance within us. We ask that we bring in the key codes to unlock our remembrance, to bring in the key codes for our knowingness of who we are, what we are, and why we are here. Breathe that in. Feel your heart open. Feel your heart expanding with every breath. Slow your breath. Hakashana Nikila Sanana Kolora Kasana Shona Aya Kisana Kolora Kashana Naka. Remember, you are one of the Atlantis, and you're here to unlock the knowledge and to keep safety of this knowledge. Expand your heart and share this light with everyone you come in contact with. Bring in the key codes. Activate your infinity shield, your harmonic shield of protection. Trust that this golden Christed dragon has put as much golden Christ light around you that you are protected from the lower frequency. Go about your day trusting you are protected, you are grounded, you are sovereign. By the Holy Trinity of your I Am presence, surround yourself with your I Am presence vortex, increasing this light even more. And trust whatever timeline you are in is where you should be. Open your eyes when you're ready. When it comes to time and diving into timelines and parallel lives and all of that, it is mind-boggling. It really is. Our mind cannot fathom that there's no such thing as time, but really, really important to open your heart and trust this knowledge. The fact that I am been focusing on it, and I can give you a testimonial. I have been having such a hard time with cramps in my legs, my hips, my cramps in my thighs, my shins. I've been doing all the stretches. I've been doing everything I could think of and taking extra magnesium. And then I had this awareness yesterday. The pain is gone, completely gone. And I can only guess that the pain is gone because I'm doing what I'm asked to do. I was asked to focus on timelines. I was asked to spread this information. And as soon as I meditated the second time and journaled and then shared the information, the pain was gone. So if you have any pain in your body, ask what the pain is about. Ask what you're supposed to be doing. Use this dragon. Use any of the dragons. I love the fire dragon too for burning off the thought formations. You don't want to be going into fear. Fear feeds the third dimension. We don't want to be feeding the third dimension. We want to ascend to higher dimensions. So I trust that you enjoyed this meditation, and leave me a comment. What experience did you have? You may not have an experience for a couple days because we're asking the Christed, like the golden Christed dragon, to unlock our remembrance in our dream state. So in a few days, remember, and then post a comment. All right, I love you. Namaste.